All right, Coach D'Amata, American Top Team. This guy's been a friend of mine for a long time. We were doing the journey together, trying to be aspiring fighters before he went over exclusively into coaching. I just have to tell you, he is red hot. I mean, when I watch Holm and I watch Silva this
now, you see how he started that off? He started off immediately talking about Mayra Bueno Silva's coach. And that he felt like this was a tough contest for Holm because of who Silva's coach was. Which is another way of him admitting, I don't know nothing about Mayra Bueno Silva. Nothing about her history or nothing.
Over exclusively into coaching. I just have to tell you, he is red hot. I mean, when I watch Holm and I watch Silva this weekend, I can't help but notice, as soon as I see Coach D'Amata in the corner, I know they're going to have a game plan.
See? It's all about the coach. Nothing about Silva. Okay? So I took that. And then he goes on about Holm.
I know that they're going to be prepared for this match. I know they're not going to look at Holly as a veteran of the division and a former champion and somebody that helped to pave the way for all the other women, which is exactly what Holly is and nothing less.
Okay, now that statement set the stage for him to simply go on a cheerleading tirade. He pulls out the pom-poms. Holly's so wonderful. Basically, you know how he gets. He gets nostalgic. He loves any fighter with a WWE or F vibe to him. Holly, at one point, had a star quality. She was a star. She beat Ronda Rousey. And he's basically operating on that energy.
Turns into this thing and eventually plows over trees. Momentum in sport is real. So I'm watching this Silva gal, and by the way, she has what it takes to be a star. She is just likable.
Now that's all he has to say about Silva. Oh, she's likable.
She's just playful and likable.
Oh, she's playful and likable.
She knows who to call out.
Okay? Gives her credit for calling out Pena, which is, I don't know why she, and stop calling Pena out. Don't call, Pena is not next to fight for no title. I don't care what she was about to do when Amanda was still fighting. Amanda's retired. She was only getting that title shot because it was against the champion that she was 1-1 with. Coming off a loss like that, generally, you're not getting no rematch. The fighters who should fight for the vacant title is Raquel Pennington, Mayra Bueno Silva. The two fighters who are doing the absolute best in the division right now.
So that we can get some new blood in the women's.
Now, he's just talking about some article that surfaced where the article said that they were glad that Holm lost.
And the article spoke to the theme of thank goodness Holly got beat. So that we can get some new blood in the women's main events.
And I agree. Not just that, I'm tired of seeing Holm in her style. She can't stop nobody. And she spends too much time pressing her opponents against the cage, throwing little worthless knees. Boring, boring, boring. Mayra Bueno Silva, far more exciting, entertaining as a fighter, in my opinion. Okay? Because Silva not only got harder strikes, powerful strikes. Like I said, she was the only fighter throwing real powerful, damaging shots. Not only that, her jiu-jitsu is far sicker than a Holm. It's Silva that needs to be talked about right now, not Holm.
They went to Sweden, I believe, twice. I know at least once he took on Lionheart. That's off the top of my head. But I think they went to Sweden.
You know, he actually says in this video that he hopes Israel Adesanya and Alex Pereira give a shout out to Holm for being a kickboxer who came over to MMA. He starts to reminisce and pull out the pom-poms for Holm like that. He literally said that. You know, I wish Israel Adesanya and Alex Pereira would give a shout out to Holly Holm. You know how pathetic that is? Where you're bending over backwards, fishing for any reason you can to sit up here and cheerlead for the loser that everybody is happy that they don't have to deal with in those main events no more. This past weekend was not about Holly Holm. It was only about Holly Holm to the extent that she was a big name who got stopped by a better fighter.
I understand what she's going to be, future Hall of Famer. I understand former world champion. And, you know, I would love it if Mayra or Adesanya came out and credited Holly Holm.
You see? You thought I was kidding. Word for word. Like, wow. So, do you have anything to say about Silva? Anything?
Self on the ground, find a way to scramble.
No. It's all Holly. She's so great. Oh, she was so great. Kickboxer. This heroism. Get out of here. She's the loser. Most people tired of seeing her fight. Her garbage style. Ain't got no power. Can't stop nobody. Hold her opponent against the cage. Worthless knees. Knee. Everybody's falling asleep. Walking out the arena. No thanks. I don't want to reminisce on Holly's head kick of Ronda Rousey, which is one of the few memorable moments of her career. No, I want to talk briefly about the winner, who is now about to rise up in the rankings. See, with Holly Holm, this is her record. I don't care about no knockout head kick of Ronda. What are you doing now? And Holly can't even get on a 3-fight win streak. Do y'all know Mayra Bueno Silva's win streak in the UFC is longer than any win streak Holly Holm has had in the UFC? Silva's on a 4-fight win streak. Holly has never been on a 4-fight win streak in the UFC. Never. And she cannot win 3 fights in a row again to save her life. So, yeah, I don't want to talk about this fighter right here. No, thank you. I want to hear about the fighter who beat her. The fighter with less experience. Who looked more experienced in that. Who's on a 4-fight win streak. Who's never been stopped. Silva hasn't been stopped. And I don't know what's taking people so long to recognize Silva is a force to be reckoned with. I've been talking about her forever. Ever since she's been out here, haven't I? I made a video years ago talking about how dangerous Silva is. This is the only place, the internet, where you got hole-in-the-wall channels like mine. This is where you get the truth from. Now, this is Silva's record. That looked like a title contender. Not this. Nobody is doing as well as Silva and Pennington. They should fight for the belt. Okay? This ain't rocket science. You want to look at it? Let's look at it. Pena, no. Stop calling her out. Stop paying so much attention to her big mouth. Because right now, that's all she is. Pena right now is nothing more than a big fat mouth. She hasn't put in the work to get out here and fight for no vacant title. No. You just lost. Badly. So yeah, I'm not feeling that. Juliana Pena, her longest win streak in the UFC was a 4-fight win streak. Currently, she's coming off a loss. And she's just had 2 title shots, 2 title fights. Let her earn her shot by fighting someone else. Yeah? Ketlin Vieira? No. No. She's not doing as well. She just lost to Raquel. Okay. Aldana, no. The only 2 fighters that make sense is Silva against Raquel. And let me say, I will be happy about that. Even though I'm not excited about Raquel Pennington. I am excited about Silva. Like I said, Holly Holm is a big bantamweight. She's a big woman. That's why she fought at 145. You could clearly see how much bigger than Silva she was. She was significantly bigger. In moments, she looked like a giant next to Silva. It was ridiculous. But who had the power? Who had the damaging power? So much that Holly went for a clinch more than once to avoid striking. That's a dangerous fighter, man. And I think she gonna do a number on Raquel Pennington. Pennington, another fighter, like to hold you against the cage and bore people. I don't want Pennington or Holm as the champion, or Pena. I want Silva as the champion. Yeah, straight like that. I want Silva as the champion. Now, Aileen Perez, I think she should fight at bantamweight. Okay? Now, I like Aileen Perez's mouth. I like her trash talk. She made a post today that was provocative. She said that Ashley Evans Smith would beat a lot of girls at 135 or at 145. Well, she has to be talking about 135. But she tagged Tanara Lisboa, Tamaris Vidal, Norma Dumont, and I think Hallie Cowan, and she said they all suck. All those fighters. Now, I think Vidal would beat Perez and maybe also Lisboa. Okay? But she's running her mouth too, setting herself up for the inevitable. She's about to get Chelsea Chandler. She's going to find herself running across the cage here in a minute. But it's not about whether or not she's delusional. I don't care. I knew Chandler was delusional, talking about I have my way with her. I don't have to believe what you're saying to be entertained. You know, I'm entertained at you saying it and seeing you back it up when the time comes. Because if you fail, we're going to remind you of all the things you said. Okay? And that's why you're putting it out there. So, hey, take my money. You know, I'm not just a guy who hop on here getting off because, listen, I praise fighters just as much as I criticize them. Everybody knows who I think highly of, because I've made that clear. But man, Pena, no. Please stop with her. I don't want to hear nothing about Pena, and I don't want to hear nothing else about Holly Holm. Pena Holm, no. Mayra Bueno Silva. And honestly, I don't even want to see Pennington fight for the belt, but she's earned it. 5-fight win streak. Nobody else is even close to that. Only Mayra Bueno Silva. It's a weird direction for a division, for any division, but it is what it is. The champion has retired. It's a little unstable right now. Make Silva against Pennington. Get yourself a champion, and let's get the division rolling. I like the division now. And don't forget, Lisboa is still in that division. Now, I don't know how well she's going to do, but the fact that we don't know yet how well she's going to do, that's what interests me. Give me a chance to predict it. Right? Now, yeah, that's it. Wasn't too long. Just wanted to hop on here and deal with that quick, fast. Yeah, Chael, and it's weird. He just uploaded this video. Just uploaded it, but nothing to say about Silva. And I've seen this. A number of people are doing this as if it's all about Holly Holm. No, the whole point in Holly losing is so we wouldn't have to even talk about her no more. I want to talk about the fighter who won, who's now in the title shot picture. That's where the fun is. All right. Now, what is this? Juliana Pena? Yeah, I don't want to rain on anybody's parade or nothing like that. Okay, look, I'm not trying to bash your favorite fighter or none of that nonsense. But man, if I don't want to hear nothing, if I hear one more thing about Holly Holm, she's not no hero. She's not the star. She ain't no star no more. Right now, she's annoying. I remember far more comments on Instagram and Twitter talking about, thank goodness she got Holm out of the picture. It ain't just a journalist who wrote that article. It's a whole bunch of people, including myself. No more little weak, no power in her shots, decision, and hold against the cage, knee, boo, people walking out the arena. We don't need no fighters like that. We need a fighter like Silva, somebody who will break your face, who hit you, and you can hear that shot, you see that shot, she ripping, punching holes through these chicks. Silva's the real deal. She's a real killer. Okay? And that's what we need at bantamweight. That is all for this live stream.